Alright guys, as you may have noticed, we have considerably less players in this lobby than perhaps we might have been expecting. Apparently there's been a bit of an admin issue on that side of things. As we saw, in game number 1, Wolfpack did not have the best time of things. To see you guys talking in the chat saying that you're feeling a bit bad for them, I certainly did. I have yet to see a game go that poorly for a team for quite some time. But I think we may need to switch across to another match if the admin business for this particular one continues, which it's possible. It's always really hard to tell if, if it will be a quick resolution or if it's going to be something more complicated. If we don't have a match coming up straight away, what I'll do is I'll get a custom game going for you guys. As always, I'll just be watching because I'm truly terrible at actually playing this game. But we can use it to kill a bit of time before we get our next match. Either way around it, we'll take another little break. If we don't get another match in about a minute or so to work with, then we'll just go to a custom game instead. Please do stay tuned. Once we're done with all of this stuff, we will start up our first giveaway of the day, so please do stay tuned. 500 credits going to be given away in 4 different batches across the course of the day. Anybody, I've already noticed Sean saying this, anybody who's won their credits from a previous week and has yet to receive them, please do let me know in the chat and I'll do my best to get that investigated for you. For now, we'll take a little break and be back with either a custom game or another tournament match as soon as possible. Alright guys, as you can see, it looks like the administrative difficulties will have to be worked on for a little bit longer. So, if you'd like to get yourself on stream and in front of a jury of your peers, please do come and join in our first custom game of the day. The passkey will be Custom 1. As you can see up at the top of your screen, it will only be on the Android platform out of respect for all of our Android players here today. So great to see so many of you turning up for the tournament, but for the time being we'll try and get ourselves started out with a Canal Variety team battle for our first custom of the day. Do throw in that passkey, Custom 1, if you do want to join in. We'll go once we've got about, say 5 or 6 players in the game, and you can always join in once the game has started itself. Of course, and I'll reiterate this a bunch of times for anybody who comes into the stream for the first time, that we will have to abandon a custom game if a tournament game becomes viable to use. Hey, Black Jaguar. Lovely to see you again. Yes, if we do get a tournament game, we'll have to jump out of this one, which may even result in us not being able to start this game. It depends how quickly people come to the lobby. But just be aware of that. So try and contain your disappointment if we don't get this one started. It's always going to be a bit dicey as to how quickly another match comes live, as it were. But we'll see what we can do. Oh, it's apparently my mic volume too low. Okay, let's see about getting that changed. I'll put up a little bit more. How's that, guys? Is the microphone volume up? Oh, welcome up. Huge waffle number 2. I can see you guys are already teasing the Nightbot. He's a hard-working so-and-so. Just wants everybody to never spam caps or any kind of memes. Vinny, don't flood the chat. Tisk tisk. Many have tried to combat the Nightbot. Many have fallen with their faces covered with eggs. But Phil, if you feel that you have to get banned out by it, then do what you need to do. I would encourage against it. Custom 1, the passkey for this custom game. Only got 2 people so far. Wouldn't be much of a team battle, so please do come and join in if you're playing the Android platform. I know that most of you guys are probably playing the tournament today. 75 teams is honestly astonishing. I think that's the most I've ever seen. Oh, there we go. Hello, Tommy. That gives us a little bit more to work with. Oh, was he saying something about the passkey? There we go. Oh, how nice of them. Dottie, welcome as well. Oh, I think we've had someone leave in the intervening time. Once we can get up to 6, then we can get started. Haven't had any new information tournament-wise as of yet, but we'll keep you guys posted. Oh, poor Nightbot. Yes, I can see Nightbot just nailing people left and right. But hey, I can see that, if you've got a Nightbot there, want to pick a fight with it. But yes, anyway, back to the subject at hand. So custom 1 will be a passkey. Hopefully I've got that right. I think at least some people have joined, which gives a fairly strong indication that the passkey is the correct one. If we just get a few more people, we can get ourselves started, and we'll be showing this on the stream for as long as we are able to. Oh, hello. Got a message from the admin. I think we might have some news on the next match. We'll see. There might be a little bit of confusion as to which one we're going to be looking at, but we'll get that sorted out as fast as we can. Still loads of room in this custom game. Nothing on the line, admittedly, for it, but if you're not playing the tournament, or even if you're already done with the matches, please come and join the passkey custom 1 to get ourselves started. All the while, I will be keeping an eye out for the next tournament games. And I think once we're done with this one, I will keep an eye out on our bracket and see about getting our first giveaway of the day done. It is an enormously large tournament that we've got today, so we'll have to spread out our giveaways a little bit. Let's see. Actually, why don't we all just take a look over there right now? So as you can see, not too much. We haven't got a real advancing. I think there was the admin decision with the Shells Reborn and Wolfpack still being resolved at the moment because we only saw one of those games being played. But so far, it looks like most of the teams are still playing their games. We've got a little bit of an odd situation here where So some of these guys are going to start off in the round of 64, some of them are going to start off in the previous round, so we'll get a little bit of an uneven distribution of teams across the bracket here. That will hopefully even out as things go, but some of the lesser seeded teams, or lower seeded teams, will have to play more games, so we may end up with kind of, you know, one side of the bracket going ahead of the other by a considerable margin, but we'll see how it goes. Back to the custom game. Oh boy, does nobody want to play on the team battle? Do let me know if anyone would prefer to play a different mode or a different map for the custom game. Then I'm more than willing to accommodate. At the moment, it seems to be just one-on-one, which I guess we might just have to get started with that if no one else wants to come and join in with it. I kind of think maybe we should have gone for a slightly smaller map, if that was going to be the case. But hey, hopefully Dotty will choose a team, but they seem to be more of a lurker, perhaps looking to see which team comes out ahead, and then to jump all over it. Passkey Custom 1, as you can see up on top of the screen, to join in. We'll give it about 30 seconds more, just because I'm kind of holding out that we might get another tournament match coming through, or some more players for this custom game. Either way, either's fine for me, honestly, because I just want to get us some Modern Combat 5 action. But it doesn't seem like either one of those things are going to happen. So instead, let's get started. 1-on-1 1v1 me, bruv. Oh, hello. I think we might have had a client issue, actually. That might explain why nobody seemed to be joining from this side. It's that, yes, as KTM Gaming said, I think sometimes you will run into a problem with the client glitching out, especially if you're waiting for a long time in the spectator slot. Sometimes it just kind of runs out of time. So KTM Gaming, thank you for letting me know. I think I've just realised that might be a possibility a little bit later than you said it, so thank you for that. So we'll have to create again. Let's get it sorted out. So team battle, let's go for somewhere a little bit smaller. Let's just go for the streets. Don't actually go there very often because I try and avoid it as the default. Let's see. Oop. Sorry, just getting. Oh yes, sir. I'll turn the music back up a little bit since there's not too much going on. Oh, KTM Gaming, you're a princess member. Excellent. Your team certainly has a very memorable name. Right, let's see about getting that custom gaze out. Can we hear the kind of the chirping sounds of it going? There we go. Let's change it to custom 2 just so we don't end up conflicting with that first game. So team battle on the streets, custom 2. Let's get it all set up and make sure it's ready for you guys. Hopefully we'll have a bit better luck this time around. Naruto Uzumaki, you can certainly ask me whatever you like. Oh, is still my microphone still too low? Oh boy. Alright. I'll try it even further. It's up. Is the microphone too low, or is the music too loud? Because I've turned up my microphone quite a lot. But I'd hope you'd be able to hear me okay. But I've turned up a little bit more. So custom 2 will get you into this particular custom game. Let's see if we have a bit better luck this time around. I do apologise for last time. The emulating Android on my computer is always a little bit dicey as far as crashes go. So I think last time around it did kind of a little screw up, but hopefully we'll have a bit better luck this time around. Custom 2 being the passkey. And I will keep an eye out for any new tournament games because we haven't heard anything for a while. I think our admins are hard at work making sure that is going ahead. Let's bring the music down a little bit so at least it's not as loud as I am. because that can make it pretty hard to hear. I Theon, I want to join the princesses. I love them. I think they have got an excellent name, and honestly, that's all I really need to persuade me to join a team. So yeah, absolutely. Hey Tommy, welcome, and no name. Haha, I almost got thrown off, but not quite. Well, there's extra bits and pieces there. I think my microphone might be a bit too low. I brought it up a little bit. Please, guys, do let me know how they come in. Yes, Mike the Shotgun Man. Yes, you're right. Now you've jogged my memory. That is the Shotgun Maniac. Naruto, you won Android Cup number 16. Okay, Naruto, could you put your dog tag? Yeah, it's probably easier for me if you could put the dog tag, your platform, and Android Cut number 16 into your post, and then I can get that passed across the Game Loft to take a look at. Oh, Dark Boy, you are No Name. Nice. That is a good name, No Name. Alright, one more custom person, and we should be getting going. But yes, Naruto, so I don't forget you. There we go, let's get started. Do put your details in there, and I'll get them passed across, because we don't want you to miss out. Sometimes people do fall through the cracks a bit. But I'll do my best to try and make sure someone does address that directly and get you your 500 credits. Tommy, thank you for identifying yourself as Tommy. Yeah, it's great to see so many of you guys from the chat coming in. Let's get our bits and pieces in order. And I believe we've got a few extra people coming in. Grim now will be our first one from the SOD clan. Oh, KTM Gaming, you're Woey. I do remember Woey. Nice to see ya. So, passkey custom 2, and you can join in partway through. I think we might have we've got 3 and 3 at the moment, so lots of room. And oh, there we go. Let's get started. 15 FPS, sad face. Oh man. It's great when someone's name tells a story. Let's get ourselves some music. Let's drop down desktop sounds. Is that coming through okay? Let's have a look. Okay, that should be giving us a little bit more in the terms of sound. So Naruto, yep, Android number 16. Oh, there you go. I've got your details, so I'm just gonna put those in. Naruto. Okay, Naruto, I'm just gonna take a break from talking about this for a second while I... Naruto Uzumaki. Okay. And it's from Android Cup 16. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much for letting me know. And let's get back to proceedings. I believe we do have a passkey coming in. Oh, hello. There you go. Ultimate Any, have I seen the pic MC5 tweeted about the MC5 new update? Let's check I know which one you mean. Let's see. Onto Twitter I go. Definitely. Let's have a look. I'm assuming you're not talking about the general support and tech issues. No, that's a very old one. The Versus update? Probably not. Oh, if you're talking about the new game mode or the customization options which did go out recently, yes, those are exceptionally cool. And hopefully we're going to get a chance to talk about them a bit more. And it should give us a lot more options in terms of what we're able to bring it to you, but I think we may not be able to ride out the end of this game because we have got a passkey for our next tournament game. Congratulations, of course, across to our blue team and Canadian, who was our MVP of that game. So check how many kills they had. 14, not bad at all, not bad. With 2 teammates with 11. So we'll take a short break while we get set up for our next tournament game. We'll be back with you as soon as possible. And we will be getting our first giveaway started after the next match is concluded, since last one was a bit of a non-starter. And we'll be back very soon. Alright guys, as you may be able to tell from the fact we've got a custom game up, we're just getting some bits and pieces sorted out. Fortunately, we've had a couple of games we're trying to bring to you, being a little kept at bay by some a little bit over enthusiastic starting from some of the players. So if any of you guys listening are part of the tournament, please do let your streamer get into the spectate slot before starting. Otherwise, they won't be able to spectate that match, and it will make them super sad. So while we're waiting for our next tour match, perhaps potentially a rehost of the one we were hoping to bring you, which was going to be between Done with Human taking on Bagulho. For the time being, please do come and join in on this custom map. We are going to be taking it to the museum before a free-for-all. Custom 2 will be your passkey to fame and glory once more. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. So yes, I wasn't 100% certain if that information had been released as yet, but yes, if any of you guys are interested, please do take a look across onto the modern_combat's Twitter, and you can see some of the customization updates that will be coming out in the next update, which is pretty great. There's this whole thing about you can choose which weapon tiers are allowed in the game, you can choose what classes, you can choose what armor tiers are allowed as well. So there's a lot more control and a lot more interesting options for tournaments, where we've got a little bit more going on as far as the, trying to vary things up, keeping some of those overly popular strategies from dominating everything. So hopefully you guys will be able to come and join in. Oh, never mind, it seems like our custom game will have to take a wait, because I think they have rehosted once more. Do apologise, and we'll be back with you guys in just a few more moments once we've got that custom game all sorted out. Oh, I say custom game? I meant tournament game. Ahem. Back in a moment. Alright guys, we are back once again. Done with humans taking on Bagulho, Doido, who again, I hope are not... I'm not saying anything rude by saying their name, but hey. We are still in the round of 64. Let me just tweak the overlay a little bit to get us roughly in the right place. But yes, let's not waste any time with getting ourselves started. So, we'll start off with Manan. Going to be rocking around with a little bit of pistol action. Verb power, of course, going to be the weapon of choice. Bagulho. Done with humans, going to be the Indian team. Bagulho going to be from Brazil. Some early grenade action coming out, but nothing too crazy as of yet. We can hear those eyes in the skies knocking around. Let's mute that music for the time being. As we do get started, we're going to be seeing drones come out as well. Both teams looking to be playing around each other very carefully. Bagulho looking to try and get a surround on the Done with Humans, who are sticking right to the interior. We've seen teams try this before, where they can really just like group up. You see that support crate coming down. It looks to be that DWH have a very specific strategy in mind. Bagulho sniffing around looking for an opening, but with only 2 doorways into this structure and very little opportunity to get those wall bangs coming through. I don't know which of these teams is going to really break first. Bagulho spreading themselves out a little bit. I think they're actually down a member, maybe? Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Yes, they are, which might explain why they are currently not really looking to try and commit for a fight, perhaps waiting to see if their last remaining member will reconnect. 5 versus 4 in favour of Done with Humans. But so far, it's actually going to be Bagulho who take that first kill. Who was the one who got it? It's going to be Mata. Let's see if we can find them. As everything starts breaking out, Bagulho do still stay ahead by 1. DWH still holding that central position, but it's actually worked out pretty good. And there's the last remaining member of Bagulho going to be coming in. 5-6-2-3 in favour of the Brazilian team Bagulho. Despite what seemed to be a pretty convincing strategy coming out from DWH to start us off in this game. This is game 1 of 3. DWH looking to still hold on to that central position despite having not really worked out so well for them. Flash, the late arriving member, is going to be able to come through and secure a kill, but it is actually Urubu, Zeka Urubu, who's doing really well. And here we see the finally DWH being driven out of their entrenched position. Little bit of radiation coming the way of Ubro, but the trade kills still fall in the favour of Bagulho, who honestly have really impressed so far, managing to stall out a pretty shaky early start to proceedings and turn it around something very, very well for themselves. Bagulho going to move up by 6. Manan with a nice trade back kill as well. Let's take a little bit of time across with the DWH and see what they're trying to do. Looks to be that they're trying to re-establish themselves back into the central position, but they do not realise they have got a wolf amongst lambs. Their back is not secured. I don't know if Wolf is going to have a chance to turn around and realise in time, but now that central position has been taken over by Bagulho, looking to try and turn that hangar to greater use than it has been before. Wolf struggling this game. Let's see if we can find the number 1 player. It's going to be Manan, but who is down at the moment, I believe, with the dice. Is it going to be the dice? No, that's Wolf. Let's see if we can find Manan in this one. There we go. Manan, the big performer for DWH, but unfortunately the only one so far getting a use of that verb power. DWH stayed behind by a pretty big margin. Going to be 9 ahead for Bagulho. 10 ahead, in fact, as Mesopomo manages to put down another member of DWH. DWH started off this match so slow by choice when they had the opportunity to take advantage of the numbers, if it was some sportsmanship or if it was just perhaps looking to try and force Bagulho to come to them. Bagulho really have managed to make a complete mess of things. The counteroffensive comes in from DWH, and it gets ripped to pieces. Bagulho managed to just take kill after kill untraded. Done with Humans is definitely a veteran team in these proceedings, but they're getting to a really hammered on this first map. Of course, they will have a chance to come back for game number 2, but Bagulho looking incredibly strong so far. $44 to 26, $45 to 27. DWH, I think at this point, just looking to try and preserve as much energy as possible for game number 2. Now, the moment I say that, of course, DWH start to come back alive, pick up a whole bunch of kills themselves. There we see explosions raining onto the battlefield. Surely DWH don't really think they can come back in this game, but we're seeing a lot of DWH kills coming through untraded. But Bagulho only need to get 3 more now to close out this game 1. It feels unwise from DWH to try and pull back a game that's already so far out of control, but apparently that's what they have decided to do as more kills come through DWH's way. But as exactly as expected, Bagulho only needed to trade a few of those kills to take game number 1. We will of course take a short break ourselves before game number 2 between DWH and Bagulho. Please do stay tuned and we'll see who is going to come out ahead. Pretty nice showing for Bagulho in game number 1, but DWH managed to really come alive at the end. If they could just do that a little bit earlier on, we could see a very different game number 2. just while we wait for the next game to get set up, I thought I'd run it through for any of you guys who are interested and who are watching today who haven't signed up before and would like to. That's at least for one person. So if you'd like to play in these tournaments, please do go to, as you can see up at the top, play.eslgaming.com/modern combat /global. So from here you can see all of the different bits and pieces here. If you register yourself up there, so you need to get logged in, then you can go into one of these tournaments before they get started up, and you can sign up in the section over here. And from there, it's pretty darn straightforward. You just need you and 4 friends to get started. So, yep, that's pretty much all there is to it. So if you ever do feel like joining in on one of these tournaments themselves, if we go back to here, we can see the upcoming ones as well. So let's see, what have we got? So tomorrow we're going to have the red and blue cups as usual. And next Saturday we'll be having a PC Community Cup going forward, which I'm very excited about because PC is the only platform which I can play on which I'm remotely decent at the game at. So any of you guys who are playing it on PC, so you need to have access to the Windows Store for that because that's where the game is located, but it is free. So if you'd like to join in next Saturday, that's for that. For you iOS players, if any of you are watching today, then come back tomorrow. Pretty much a couple of hours earlier than today for the red cup, and there's a blue cup later on. Whichever one fits in your kind of time scale. Keeping an eye on the admin chat to see if we've got any news about game 2 between Done With Humans and Bagulho Doido. Nothing as of yet. So we'll take a short break. If we don't hear anything for a couple more minutes, we'll go for a custom game and see how far we can get with that one before we end up getting game 2 the moment we try and start that up. Oh boy, but hey, what can you do? The admins here work extremely hard to bring you guys only the best. So we'll take a short break and we'll be back with hopefully game number 2 of Done With Humans versus Bagulho Doido. If not, then a custom game. Already impressed by what we've seen come out in custom game, or the first proper custom game. Hopefully we'll have another great one as well. But for now, please do stay tuned. We will be starting up our first giveaway of the day once we have got this this Done With Humans and Bagulho match done. So if you're interested in 500 free credits, please do stay tuned and we'll start that up very soon. Oh guys, never say I didn't treat you right. Pass key will be custom 2 for our next custom game. We're going to try some zone control on the canals. The reasoning being that usually the canals is such a large map that you kind of struggle to get the players in the right place at the right time. Oh, I say this, of course, the moment I start the custom game, I think we might just be about to oh, never mind all of that. I do apologise for anyone who's just about to join, because we have got another tournament match just happening now, so we'll have to cancel out of that one. I do apologise for perhaps getting your hopes up, but we will bring you the next tournament match shortly, and please do stay tuned while we get that set up for you. Alright guys, as you can see, we have Shadows Reborn taking it on the Game Changer. Now because these teams are in the first ones for the round of 32, we will be starting up our first giveaway of the day. So I don't know if any of you guys are aware, but there has been a recent change in the Twitch page for Modern Combat. I'm just going to double check that I'm not going to tell you any lies here. Yes, looks like I'm right in saying that the Twitch page is now twitch.tv/moderncombat. So, I'm going to put the details into the chat, which will hopefully get everywhere. First giveaway of the day is on it will be hashtag RO32 into twitch.tv/moderncombat to enter in to win 500 credits. I'll just let everybody know across all the platforms about that. So you don't need to be necessarily watching on the Twitch channel, but you do need to make your way across there in order to enter in. I'm just going to let our guys on the Facebook page know as well. Biotech, congratulations on being our #1 guy to enter in. You can enter in all 4 giveaways there, as you can see on the screen. We're just waiting for this next match to get set up. And where are we? There we go. Let's get our comment all pinned up. There we go. So everybody knows where to go. But yes, Biotech, Nastrix, congratulations on being the first one there. Let's get all our bits and pieces in order for this next game. So to reiterate, this is our first round of 32. Given this, congratulations are in order for everybody involved, honestly. We've got 75 teams competing here today. Of course, these will be getting knocked out as we go along. Let me actually just... Let me just change the giveaway a bit. To make sure that makes sense. But I think I've seen some of you guys typing it into the Facebook page, which unfortunately will not count for your entry. So just for extra clarity, this is the giveaway. It's currently active on Twitch, so you need to go into the Twitch chat to be able to take advantage of it and get your entry in. Bring the music down a bit. Let's see. A lot of admin. As you can see, Shadows Reborn having perhaps a little bit of a player issue. Only got 1 player in here at the moment, which is a bit disappointing because it looks like we've got all of the game changes across here. We did see Shadows Reborn. With missing a few players, sorry, just talking to the admins at the moment to see what's going on, to check to see if this was a game 1 or a game 2. Just letting the admins know that yes, so we're missing a few shadow player. Hopefully they can be located and we can get that game started for you guys. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I seem to recall we had a few more of those players than before. Biotech, thank you for being the first to enter in on the Twitch giveaway. Though bear in mind, of course, guys, you only need to enter in once. Additional entries will not increase your chances any further. But please do stay in that channel until the end of the giveaway. You don't need to necessarily actively watch that channel, but do stay in the channel to remain eligible to win those 500 credits, which will usually take about a week or so to get to you. It's kind of, I send a list across to the guys at Game Loft, and then they will do that usually in around a week or so. We're just waiting on some updates about the Shadows Reborn players. Occasionally, we might end up with some of the players being in a different lobby than everybody else. This time round, Freezer. Yes, I think they were both hosting a match and both waiting for each other. Oh boy. That's what happens when these teams are both so well organized that they will try and maybe out-organize each other. So let's just pop back from that screen a second. I'm just going to cancel out of this lobby and reload it just to make sure that we've got the most up-to-date bits and pieces. I think we will have that in just a second. I'm just joining in now. And if the lobby is not lying to me, here we go. We do in fact have all our players back in. Excellent. This is Alright, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty darn good. Twitch link's not working. That's odd. Let me check I put it in correctly. Twitch.tv/modern combat. That looks like the... Let's check the link is working. I'm just trying it myself. It seems to be working on mine at least. It might be worth just typing it in manually, so it's twitch.tv/modern combat if the link isn't working from the Facebook page. It does seem to be working on mine, but maybe it's just something a little bit odd happening there. We shouldn't be too far off getting started, as you can see. We've got nearly all the players, though I'm not quite sure. Seems to be a little bit of a hold up in the match. Oh no, there we go. Right. Apologies for all the delays there, but we are getting started in our first round of 32. I do believe this is game number 1. Yes, it is on conversion, so it will be. Game number 2 will be on rooftops, and of course we'll have our rush for game number 3 if we do get that far. But for now, let's get started with some real spicy meatballs as both teams start connecting in. Shadows Reborn over on the blue side, Game Changers over on the red team side. Both teams from India, an impressive amount of Indian teams competed today, but only one of these teams will advance as a result of this series. Again, a pretty slow start to proceedings, a pretty considered start to proceedings, as both teams looking to try and gain the measure of one another without throwing it too much into the fire. We are starting to see grenades coming out. No kills actually being secured as of yet. We've got the recon aircraft taken to the field, and we've got this big pickup for the Game Changers. They're moving around as a unit. But this could leave them vulnerable to grenades. We do see Kaiser picking up a kill there, and another one as well. Shadows Reborn doing pretty well to start things off, going up 4-2. Game Changers. Oh my gosh, a double grenade kill and several trades back and forth. Let's have a quick look and see where these kills are going. It's going to be Daishan. There we go. Over on the Game Changers. Whoa! That's a whole bunch of kills in a hurry. Bomber's going to come out. We'll see if it can secure even more kills. See Daishan coming out there with the spam on those drones. Looking to try and get a little bit of extra intel as the game pace slows down once again. Unfortunately, with the space which the Shadows Reborn have been afforded, they are able to avoid getting bombed out of things. Grenades being thrown back and down, but both teams staying so far back from one another that we're not seeing too much of anything being resolved as yet. Airstrike going to come in. Will it catch anybody? No, it won't. 5 minutes and change left on the clock. The kills have gone to an absolute standstill here. Both teams looking for a way to be able to sneak through a few extra ones. Of course, at this point, it's a Game Changer to our head. K's are going to get taken out by Grimnav, and a second one as well. Let's see if we can find him on the scoreboard. He is the... Oh, they are the other person with the verb power. 6-0 so far in this game. Does, I think, almost a little bit lucky there. Picking up a 7th kill. Almost getting punished for low health whilst going to get a chance to regenerate a little bit. That verb power getting work done, but Kaiser eventually takes them down. Still, 7-1 is a pretty darn impressive score so far. If we take a look across the scoreboard, I think it's going to be the best in the game. So you see Grim now coming from behind, taking a revenge kill onto Kaiser. Grimnab bringing out that Verb power once more. He's going to pick up a kill on Freezer, and another one coming through for the game changes as well. 22-8. Verb power again, kneecapping Kaiser. Grimnab really looking for some revenge, but will get traded across anyway. Freezer picks up another kill. Coming in for Shadows Reborn. The Recon Aircraft going to be coming out as well. The game changes, still up by a massive margin, but Freezer getting work done, managing to take out the #1 player. Freezer taking a little bit of... I think he might have closed his eyes there. Sorry, sometimes this does happen with my my particular emulator, that sometimes it will take a little nap, but we should be back in proceedings before too much longer. It's usually about 5 to 10 seconds or so before it reloads. It may be beneficial to change around players a little bit. Do apologise, it's entirely my fault rather than the game's fault. But we'll have to just go by the map for the time being. As on there we can see the game changes are still ahead by 9. We'll see if we can, perhaps if we change teams. Nope. It will come back at some point by itself. That has certainly been my experience so far. 12 kills ahead for game changes. You can see the map being swarmed over. It's actually the game changes are a little bit separated out here. A chance for Shadows Reborn to pick off a few members perhaps, but it doesn't really seem to be happening right now at least. The game changes still going to be ahead by an absolutely ludicrous margin. Let's see if we can get anything. I think actually for the first time this is going to be a no visuals game. Do apologise. It usually brings itself back, but doesn't seem to be this time round. So we'll just have to go off the map, which is certainly a lot better than nothing. But hey, I do apologise for that. It's almost certainly an emulator bug on my side of things. So, if we, going by the map at least, we can see that the game changes have managed to back themselves into a corner, which is working out pretty darn well for them. Because Shadows Reborn are being forced to approach and are being forced into these skirmishes, which, there we go. Phew, don't know what was happening there. But we are back once again, as we do see the push from Shadows Reborn. Grimnab managed to pick up a kill despite having the flank on. We do see a little man with, I presume, a middle finger being stuck up. Going to pick up a kill there, but it's a long way for Shadows Reborn to come back into this game. Game changes, complete control for quite some time now. Holding in this back position, just letting Shadows Reborn walk right into their gunfire. Abysom and T-Warrior do manage to pick up a couple of kills untraded, but Jack J does exactly the same thing for the game changes. Grimnab going to be able to find an attempted offense coming out from Shadows Reborn, actually able to walk away from another opposing team member. Pretty smart. I think we might have an AFK in there somewhere. Shadows Reborn are going to get flanked right now by Grimnab. Comes in, picks up 1 kill, picks up 2 kills. D-Warrior managed to get 1 for themselves. And even though Grimnab was being attacked from behind, still able to get the kill anyway. Honestly, I don't even know what to make of that as the game changes, heading towards that 50 kill mark. It looks to be the game changes are going to ignore that AFK player, which is pretty good of them. But even so, Shadows Reborn getting absolutely destroyed in this game 1. Game Changer is going to pick up... No, it's actually going to be the Shadows Reborn who pick up a couple of kills. Shadows have their own verb powers, of course, to try and get things done, but it seems like it's vastly too late. K's are going to be now Grimnab getting work done in this game number 1. Shadows Reborn do pick up another kill, but 1 more and the Game Changers will have made this game 1 their very own. Rooftops will be our destination for game number 2. And Game Changers take that game number 1 pretty darn smoothly. It did actually run out of time just, but it was a very close thing. Make a little note here of who did what. So Shadows Reborn with the 32. Game Changers with the 49. Game 2, we're going to need to see something a whole lot different, and we'll need to see, yes, not an AFK coming in from Shadows Reborn. We'll be back with game number 2 as soon as we can. Please do stay tuned and keep your entries coming in on Twitch. Hey guys, for any of you not reading the chat, I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. That the possibly due to the amount of players, but I suspect probably nothing to do with that. But there are server problems happening across the board for Modern Combat 5 at the moment. Some of you guys are saying that I think it might be a game loss server problem. They have been made aware of it. They're definitely aware of it. I talked to one of the guys there, and they are currently fixing it. Though as and when we'll be back with the tournament is a little bit open to interpretation. It's because evidently no one's expecting the server to go down this way. Hopefully it's going to be a case of just getting it fixed as soon as possible, but we don't know exactly when it's going to happen, and I can only apologise. Certainly the first time I've seen it, but hopefully it'll get resolved pretty darn soon. I was having a look through and seeing, considering that initially I was thinking that we could maybe try playing on a different platform, but because it's affecting all the platforms, I'm going to look around and seeing if we can find something to fill the time until it comes back up again. Because I don't want to just leave you guys on a waiting screen, because that's kind of lame. But I'm trying to find something kind of inoffensive to do to fill up that time. I'm going to keep reloading Modern Combat 5 on my end of things as well, in order to hopefully be one of the first people to see it back online again. Because everybody's having this problem. Of course, it's meaning that the tournament's going to have to take a bit of a break for a moment. Actually, yes, we might as well do the first giveaway of the day, because we don't know. Oh, the Twitch is offline, is it? Thank you for letting me know, Interrupt. Let's have a look. Interrupt, you may just be looking at the wrong Twitch chat. Twitch, so twitch.tv/Modern Combat, all one word, no underscore now, to enter in for the first giveaway of the day. Okay, that's nothing to do with this. I will just give you guys a few more moments to enter in that first giveaway. And I did hear a noise. Oh no, that's just, it's still having problems connecting. Not having any luck with being able to load up Modern Combat 5 at the moment, but at least we can get you guys entered in for that first giveaway. So I'll just put that in one more time, just to make sure everyone who wants to enter does enter. Yes, it is very disappointing for everybody involved. I'm sure everyone's doing their very darndest to get the game back up and running again. Minority 26, every update is bad. I would disagree with that. The next update coming in is going to be pretty amazing for Modern Combat 5, honestly. It's a genuinely a really good step forward for the game, but that will have to be proven by the update once it does come live. Okay, so I will put this in. So yes, the server issue is being worked on at the moment. It should be somewhere between 20 minutes and half an hour before it comes back up again, so our tournament will have to take a little bit of a hiatus while waiting for that. If any of you guys in the chat have any ideas about what we could spend the time doing, we will do our first giveaway winner on Twitch before we go too much further. And we'll put the... I will put that across to the Facebook guys as well, just so they all know what's going on. So yes, so we've got 20 or 30 minutes to kill. Minoria26, you deleted the game? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I still appreciate you coming and watching, even if you're not actively playing. Hopefully something you'll see will change your mind. Well, while we're waiting, what can we do? I don't think I can really get away with playing other silly games on here, but I'm having a quick Google around and seeing if there's any silly games we can play on Twitch just to pass the time. I don't think we'll really do other people's games on here. I'm looking for something which we can actually play in the chat itself. I don't know if I'd love to do a custom game. Unfortunately, the servers are all balked at the moment. So doing a custom game is unfortunately impossible. We'll give you just a few, probably about 30 seconds more, if you'd like to enter in for the first giveaway of the day over on the twitch.tv/modern-combat, no underscore now, with the hashtag RO32, then you can do so. And about 30 seconds time I will be pulling out the winner, so any of you guys who don't stick around until the server is fixed, at least you will still have your, potentially your 500 credits if you do win. Hey Legend Gaming, so if you're just coming onto the stream, you may well be noticing that the game isn't working at the moment on any platform. That's unfortunately Game Lost servers are having a bit of an issue at the moment. They are being currently worked on, so do not be too alarmed. It will be somewhere in the region of half an hour or less before they come back up again. So maybe it might be worthwhile just going and get a cup of tea or your favourite beverage while I wait for that to happen. The tournament will wait for the server to come back up, of course, because no one can be playing their games while the server is down. So if you do toddle off for about 20 minutes or so, then you probably aren't going to miss anything particularly important. It looks like it's still the same thing. So hey. Oh hey Frog Junkie over in the Twitch chat. Nice to see ya. Hopefully you're doing alright. In the update they only changed the icons. I'm not sure what you mean. I suppose while we've got a chance, we can always go across and have a look at the what's kind of been revealed so far for the upcoming update. Yeah. Okay. So if we look down the page a bit, some of this isn't relevant to us. Hey, look, it's us. Okay, let's see. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? That's a different game. So, first of all, as you can see on the screen right now, in the next update we have all these crazy new customization options, which will allow for custom games to restrict tiers of weapons, restrict classes, restrict armor tiers, minimum players, military support on or off, helmet bonuses, and armor cores, and grenades on and off. So there's really nice customization coming in, which is really, really cool. So that's a pretty big move forward, because not only will that mean that we're going to have a larger variety of custom games going forwards, but it also means that there's a possibility for having a lot more variety of tournaments. For example, we had the Invitation before, which had a tier restriction. So, you know, we're using these modes, we can make sure that nobody can take any weapons they're not supposed to. As we see here, we can be restricted all down to the very bottom ones. So hopefully, that's going to be pretty cool. So it's not just that though, of course. We've got the new game mode stuff here. Hopefully this is going to work. Probably not work trivially well on the stream itself. I don't know if we can pop this out, make it a bit bigger. Nope, that's not made it bigger at all. Okay, never mind. But yes, as you can see, that's a little trailer from the website. There'll be more information about the new mode and the new map coming out shortly. So there's new stuff. Oh, Strider, Musa, if you're asking how many teams are playing in this tournament, there are 75, which is a crazy amount of teams playing today, which is pretty neat. Anyway, back to the between game streams, sorry. Because there isn't too much else to discuss. As you might be able to tell, we're just kind of killing time until we can get the server back up again. Doesn't look it's happened as of yet. So I'll tell you what, we'll go to a little break. I'll put up a timer on the screen just so you guys have some idea when we're going to be coming back again. I'm going to go about 20 minutes from now before we come back. So if you all want to take a break and come back for then we'll resume things once the server is all fixed and tip-top. For now, please do stay tuned, and we'll be back with you as soon as we do have a working server to work from. Oh, and also, for any of you guys who were holding out for it, there's some quacks for you, just so, you know, keep the quack quotient up. Yes, narrator is Maki, if you just kind of drop back in. But yes, there are some server problems at the moment. I'll just put the notice out again, saying that it's being currently worked on. But if you would like to come back in about 20 to 30 minutes, if you're streaming live, you can see it live on your PC again. It seems like an infinite loop. Interesting. Do let me know if I accidentally show something on the stream which I didn't mean to. Hopefully shouldn't happen. But yes, for any of you guys who weren't here for the duck meme, that's the thing. Making duck faces. Who doesn't love doing that? Oh boy. Yes, so I think there are people just kind of joining and leaving the stream constantly. So just before I'll put up something on the stream itself, saying that that's what's going on. Are aware. Okay, let's see about getting you guys a timer. So let's go for 20 minutes or so, and see if we can actually find that timer to put on screen as. Oh, hello. Timer. Alright, so that's up for any of you guys who are just joining in right now. Let's put the music back up again, and we'll be back in around 20 minutes or so. I was trying to consider games which we could just play with the Twitch chat without actually showing, you know, other actual games. Because, you know, this is a Modern Combat 5, so you can't really be showing other people's games on here. Though, I did consider that, you know, if we can figure some sort of game we can just play by talking, then we can certainly do that. If anyone's got any ideas about kind of silly games we can do while we wait for the server to come back up again, I'm certainly more than open to being silly on the stream, as long as we can keep it semi-Modern Combat 5 related, or at least kill some time in a mostly inoffensive fashion. JRTM, the update ain't coming. I would have to disagree. The update is very much coming. I don't think it's the coming right now. I mean, it's a reasonable assumption that it could be the update coming, but from the fact I'm talking to someone at Gameloft and it doesn't seem to be intended, I mean, I would assume that it's not going to be the update coming, unfortunately. As cool as that would be. I'll clean up some of the details here on the here. Let's see. That looks okay. So yes, please do bear with us while we do work extremely hard, because there are guys there on the weekend, engineers, to make sure that the sub does stay up and running. So we'll be back in approximately the time you can see on the screen, 17.5 minutes. But it's not guaranteed, but for the time being we'll take a little break, because I can only talk so much before I run out of things to say. And we'll be back soon, hopefully in the time indicated on the screen, with the resumption of the tournament. For now, please do stay tuned, and we'll be back with you as soon as we can. Alright guys, I've been talking to the Game Loft folks to see what we can do while we're waiting. And I've been authorized to do several mini giveaways. So it's only 100 credits as opposed to 500, which we actually should probably do on the Twitch page now, since we have plenty of time for that. So hopefully everyone who's wanted to enter has. And let's see about getting the giveaway winner for the Twitch page. So unfortunately at this point it is going to be too late if you do want to join in, because our winner will be Avalon XB. Let's put watch out. Dog tag and a platform. I can see, well, Avalon XB asked and received this time around. A happy coincidence. Commiserations to all the other guys who've entered in over there. So Avalon XB, you'll need your platform and your dog tag to be able to claim. If you can put them in one post, that would really help me out. Never mind. I'll figure it out on XP. So let's get you in there as our first giveaway winner. That's better, thank you. So over on XP, on the PC platform, you are our first winner of the day. But to fill a little bit of time, we have got I've got 10 prizes of 100 credits. So only mini prizes, but these are going to be a little bit easier to win than the previous one. While we wait for the server to come back up again, I'm trying to think of what do you guys think is the best way to give away 100 credits? I know it's not very much, but you can win multiples of them, and I'm not going to make it particularly hard to win them. So, let's see about doing another giveaway this time. If we have it across, actually I'll have to do a extra text file. On the Mob Crush platform. Which is going to be, let me just grab that one, I believe it's going to be mobcrush.com/Modern Combat 5. Let's put that information up on the screen itself. Let's see if we can grab the Mob Crush logo as well. There we go. So if you make your way across to mobcrush.com/modern_combat5, what seems like the most inane way to do a giveaway? Aha! A trivia competition. Alright, let's see. So... to enter this trivia competition, for the chance, the first person who answers these questions will get 100 credits. So if you make your way across to mobcrush.com/modern_combat5, that will be the only place that your entry will be counted. Anurup, you are the first one in there. So let's have a look. We need some sort of... Okay, the first Mob Crush trivia question will be, what is the full name, first and last name, of Modern Combat 5 Blackout's protagonist? Once again, the trivia question is, what is the name of the Modern Combat 5 protagonist? Mike P. Intelligent questions are really not my forte, but easy questions you can Google for instantaneously are mine. So, who is the protagonist of Modern Combat 5 Blackout single player? That's the player character's name. You'll need to enter in on the Mob Crush page to have your entry count. So I'll just spam that around a bit. Okay. Callum Waddle has a very close guess, but it's not quite right. So, entry's still open on the Mob Crush page. First person to answer will get 100 credits. You can win multiple times, so please do make your way across there if you'd like to have your chance at 100 credits this time around. Callum Mortal, I'll give you a clue. If you can correct your spelling, you'll be our first winner. But for the moment, that giveaway is still up for grabs. Still waiting to see who can put those in and win themselves a mini prize of 100 credits. I'm going to keep checking on that server and seeing if it's come up at all. You need to sign up, you need to know the answer. Well, we'll switch around platforms, so you'll get a chance even if you don't want to. Okay, MC5, protagonist is not the enemy, that's the antagonist. The protagonist is the player character. What's the player character's name? Over on mobcrush.com/mononcombat. Please do come and enter into the chat there and enter in. We'll switch around platforms as we go. But that 100 credits could be yours just for a little bit of Googling on who the name is. Oh, hello. Okay, looks like we have got our first winner of the day. Callum Mortal has corrected that spelling. And the answer is Caden Phoenix. Caden Phoenix. Congratulations. So usual thing applies. Please do post in your dog tag and platform. So Callum Mortal will be the first giveaway winner. I'm just going to get his details and then we'll move on to the next trivia question because we don't know exactly how long the server's going to take to come back up. I'm going to start making some of these questions a little bit harder, but up until this point, it's been pretty straightforward. Actually, I'll leave Callum Mortal to post his details in once he has. Okay, so next up, because I can see you guys over on the YouTube page are absolutely frothing at the mouth to go. Let's change over the details here and bring up the Modern Combat 5. Platform. So this next one's going to be on the YouTube page. So the only place you can enter in is on YouTube itself, which I know that's where most of you guys are. So let's get that logo swapped over. Alright, so it's a little too late for that first giveaway. Callum Mortal, hopefully you'll Android. It's so close, Callum Mortal, you just need to enter in your dog tag and your platform to be able to claim those 100 credits. I know it's very small, but hey. We've got a lot of the giveaways to get through. So, guys, over on the YouTube platform, hopefully some of you guys are paying attention right now, because the next question is, I'll put this in, question is, what map was removed from Modern Combat 5 in patch 1.8.0? So that's the question for you guys over on the YouTube platform. You need to be in the YouTube platform to enter. We're looking for what's the name of the map that was removed from Modern Combat 5 in patch 1.8.0. Alright, it looks to be that our first enter in is Matthew Beast number 2, who entered in very quickly. Unfortunately, guys entering on the other platforms will not be able to win, so I'll put that in. Congratulations to Matthew. I'm just gonna Matthew Beast. Dog tag and platform. And I'll keep an eye out to just check to see if I can catch you there. Matthew Beast. I'll keep an eye out. The YouTube chat moves pretty darn quickly. I do apologize. That question is possibly upset some people, so I do apologize. For there we go. Matthew Beast. Okay, we've got half of your stuff, but do we have your platform as well? Let's get your details in there. Let's see if oh, excellent. Kind of Mortals put his bits and pieces in there. Okay, so Matthew Beast, if you could post up your platform as well, then we'll have all the details that are needed for you. Let's see if we can. Okay, we've got half of your entry, but Matthew Beast, if you can put in your platform as well as your dog tag, then we'll be able to get this sent to you because the dog tags are platform dependent. Alright, so we will be moving forward to another platform once we've got the this last bit of information coming out from Matthew Beast. I don't want to leave him behind and not actually end up giving him Alright, so the next one will be across on our Twitch page. Let's get everything changed across. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo. Let's find ourselves an appropriate logo if we can. Where's our Twitch logo? There we go. Haha! Oops. That didn't seem to copy and paste across very well. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, there you go, Matthew Beast. Thank you for that. Your 100 credits will be coming away. Usual. It's usually around a week or so. Okay. iOS. Excellent. So those credits usually take about a week or so to come through. Let's move across to Twitch for our next giveaway. Let's also give this a little bit of a bit of extra size. Whoops. Okay, maybe it's a little bit too big. Let's have a look and see if the servers come back. I'll close off my game and start up again because it shouldn't be too far off. No, this is kind of in our area of a server ETA, but it's never kind of a guaranteed thing at all. So if you'd like to be part of the next mini giveaway, just 100 credits as opposed to the 500 normally, if you make your way across to the Twitch platform as is displayed on the stream, I'm having a look and seeing if the servers come back. I'm not holding up too much, I haven't heard anything since then. Just going to create information up here. Doesn't look like on my end, at least, that the servers are back up. The ESL tournament will just, honestly, we'll just have to wait while the servers go forward because no one can play at the moment. So everyone's just kind of waiting the same way. But yes, we've got another trivia question which will be across on the Twitch platform. Let's see. Okay. The trivia question on the Twitch platform, which means that the only place you can get this will be counted, is if you enter in on Twitch. Let's just... is what is the final chapter of Modern Combat 5's single player game? What is the final chapter of the Modern Combat 5 Blackout single player campaign? You have to answer on Twitch for your entry to be counted. Okay, well that didn't take long. I need to start thinking of some harder questions. Okay, ESL Strider is our winner. With Gilman HQ, that is indeed the answer to that question. So once we've got ESL Strider's details, we'll be moving on to the next platform, which will be our Facebook page. Hey, Manavadiav. A little bit too late, unfortunately, possibly answering a different question than I was asking. Yes, congratulations to ESL Strider. And we're moving to our Facebook page as soon as I've got his or hers details in. That's dog tag and platform. Excellent, ESL Strider, all over that. Congratulations to our number 3 winner. Okay, so next we're up onto our Facebook, and I will get the link to it hopefully. Let's see. I think it looks like the Facebook page is, yes, a little behind in terms of where it is in the broadcast. So we'll see how this goes. Oops, I'm listening to myself. Going to make your way across on to the Facebook page. Then we will have a look and see if what we can find, because I think you guys have realised that I may have been taking a lot of my trivia questions from the Wikipedia page. So let's see if we can have a look around and find something a little bit more obscure for you guys on the Facebook page to go from. Let's see. Something semi-obscure? Let's see. I think that's a little too easy. Let's have something about the weapons, because I think that's going to test at least some people. Make sure we're looking at the right game here. Let's see. Okay, and I will enter in this question on the Facebook page as well, because I think you guys are quite a long way behind the live broadcast. So the trivia question for the next 100 credits is... Okay, I'll type it into the Facebook chat at the same time. Okay. Right, so I'm going to say this at the same time as I enter it in. So if you go across to the facebook.com/Modern Combat, the trivia question for 100 credits will be, what is the Bounty Hunter Tier 2 weapon called? And I'll do my best to keep up with the entries on there. So hopefully, I think you guys will be a little bit behind on the... I think it looks like Facebook runs about 20 minutes behind, but that's why I put it in the chat as well. Let's see if we can get ourselves a winner. Oh, hello, hello, I think we... Okay, Statue Camel, you're the first person to answer correctly. And so you will be our Facebook winner. Just going to put that into the comments. So Statue Camel, if you can post your dog tag and platform, you will have 100 credits sent to you, usually in about a week or so time. I see some of you guys on the Twitch page making sad faces. You didn't need to be, hopefully it was clear that, oh, I didn't actually change it across. Well, we'll be going back on the Twitch platform in a minute. But Satchit will be our Facebook winner. Excellent. I'll just get your details copied across. Whew. Okay, so I think we've done everywhere. And I think we will probably need to switch back to Mob Crush for our next giveaway before we head back to the Twitch page once more. I know a lot of you guys are saying that. mobcrush.com/modern combat5. I believe you will need to make an account on Mob Crush to be able to climb. So please make your way across there. mobcrush.com/modern_combat5, and we'll have another trivia question in just a few moments to get yourself a giveaway. I will put that across in the Facebook page as well. Whoops, I hope I didn't close it off. Close the Facebook broadcast off. Let's just check to see if that is the case. Oops, butterfingers on my part. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, it does seem to still be live. If the That does stop working now. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I do apologise. Oh hey, Strider292. I'm just going to put into the Facebook chat this is going on because the Facebook is behind by quite a large margin. So I don't want you guys on Facebook to miss out. Whew. Okay. So anyway, let's get ourselves another trivia question over on the Mob Crush platform. So let's see, last time it was weapons. Let's see what else we can turn into a trivia question of some kind. So we've had maps, we've had weapons. Let's see. I think this might be a bit much. Actually, wait, no, I think this is a reasonable question. So, over on the Mob Crush platform, this will be where the next giveaway, or the next trivia giveaway will be. What is the name of the armor core that causes your weapon to overheat 15 to 45% slower? I'll put that up. 45% slower. I'll put the details in there. I'll put this across. Everywhere, so everyone should have access to that question. So let's see. Oh boy, Callum Mortal is going to be the first person out again, with the correct answer being cooler, and there is no one who is cooler than Callum Mortal. So congratulations. I think I've saw your details from before. So you are a two-time winner for today. Congratulations for being the first of the draw to recognize that it is cooler. You don't need to post your dog tags and details again, because apparently oh, you actually are right, Shibi, when you did write it correct with the first spelling. I guess technically that does, you're right. Since we are going by the technical stuff, Callum Mortal, I do apologise for saying that, but Stephen is right. Shibi Stephen did in fact write it first, not collar but cooler. But tell you what, because that was my mistake, you guys can both win. So it's 100 credits to Callum Mortal and to Stephen. So Stephen, if you could write your details in there as well. Callum Mortal, I'm not going to punish you for the fact I didn't notice myself, because it was a pretty close thing. So Callum Mortal and Stephen will be a giveaway winner on there. Just checking up on who on how the server is looking. Unfortunately, the news isn't particularly good at the moment. It still seems to be down. There we go. Shibby Steven. Please shout his name. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Shibby Steven, on your platform and your dog tag to be able to get you those credits. There we go. Let's get your details put across onto my spreadsheet here. Yeah, so your platform is Android. Okay, let's just put all this stuff in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've had 6 giveaway winners so far. Congratulations to both Callum Mortal and Shibby Steven for being our next ones. But yes, Interrupt, you do have it correct. The next giveaway will be on Twitch. Oh boy. So let's get that all changed across. Twitch, that's not a real place. And please do head across to the Twitch platform. Let's get the Twitch logo in there. Ah. Whoops. Gruff Lunatic, what about you? Did you enter him? Did I not list you? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean, Gruff Lunatic, but we are now moving on to the Twitch page. So let's get everyone updated with that. And let's figure out what are we going to ask for our next trivia question. For any of you guys who are just joining us, there are some server issues at the moment, so we're just killing a bit of time by doing some little mini giveaways with some trivia questions. But yes, by Zendo YouTube, if you just come in. Frog Junkie's trying to come up with his own trivia questions. If any of you guys have any particularly clever ones that I'll need to verify are actually real questions and not just stuff that's made up to sound vaguely convincing, you can certainly send me a PM on Twitch. Send me a private message there and I'll check it's a real question, and then we can try it out. But until then, we will just keep on keeping on. Okay. Apparently, it looks like this particular taunt's going to end up having to be cut short because it does not appear like they're going to be able to solve the server in time for this particular one. They don't want to keep the admins and the players around unnecessarily, so this will be our last giveaway of the day. So let's see if we can make it a good one, or something hilariously terrible. Let's see. Let's dive into the wiki and see what we can get. I want something which is a little bit easier, a little bit more complicated than just Googling it, but I'm not really sure how that is, to be honest. Okay, how about if we go for something a little bit more obscure? Trying to find something decent. No, that doesn't really help at all. I want to keep going to random pages of the wiki and see if I can find anything worthwhile. Seems a little unfair to ask questions about other games. Unfortunately, this wiki does cover a lot of different things. Okay. in the interest of time, let's just make it this way. Of the so just gonna make sure this goes out on all platforms at the same time. This is, to be honest, this is a fairly easy question, so I'll put it across to Facebook first, because it will need a little bit of time. Shazamo, Kablami. So, if you're on the Twitch platform, what is the tier 9 prestige sniper weapon called? First entry will be our winner. And that didn't take long at all, because, yes, I didn't think this would be remotely difficult. And it will be Kamal Singh. Kamal Singh Sarah 44518 with the correct answer of Vice. And I see a lot of you guys have the same answer, but unfortunately Kamal just a little bit quicker on that trigger finger. So Kamal, if you could post in your dog tag and platform, then we'll put you in for those 100 credits before we end out today's stream. I can only apologise to everybody watching that the server problems have kept us from doing it. I think that the Alpha, I think the Vice is, it's still, I wouldn't consider that different enough to qualify as a different answer. Everyone should win. Oi boy. Well, to be fair, I do have a oh, there we go, Commanding Sharp. Let's get your details put in. It was honestly, yeah, that was a pretty lame last question, but I've unfortunately been instructed that we need to end the stream, so that was the best thing I could come up with in a short amount of time. So for all of you guys watching, thanks for sticking with us. I can only apologise that we didn't have a proper continuation of this stream, but we will be back later on, or rather tomorrow, with the red and blue cups. And of course the engineers will be working at full time to make sure that the server is all back up and running. I'm imagining they're going to be back up and running this evening anyway. But thank you for staying with us so far, and we'll catch you tomorrow for iOS red and blue.